everyone, welcome to another Just Ask Jen video hosted by Scrapbooking Cards Today magazine. Today I'm going to use a My Mind's Eye collection to create this beautiful 12 by 12 inch layout. I'm going to show you the collection first and then we're going to create the layout. So let's go ahead and get started. So I wanted to show you some of the items from the Hello Gorgeous collection from My Mind's Eye, and they did donate a bunch of different things, and there are always more to collections, so be sure to check out the sponsors' websites so you can see all of the newest items. But one of the things that I thought was so charming is they're now offering cards and envelopes. They also have party goods and things that you can get. But you can get these 4 different prints, 3 of each, and this just makes card making so much easier. I especially love this floral one because you could take any of their ephemera or their enamel dots and you could add some layers to it. You could do that to the other ones as well. But again, these are a nice A2 size and great for addressing friends to, or rather cards to friends and family. This is the mixed bag, and it has all these different amazing ephemera pieces, and I love ephemera. It has frames and tags, buttons, banners, as well as larger pieces, which is great for layering. And there are 44 different pieces in this bag. Now their enamel shapes have both dots as well as just some fun shapes that go with the collection. So if you want the dots, you can just use the dots and then share the other shapes with friends, or you can incorporate them into your card making and your paper crafting. Then this is a huge sticker set, and it does have pictures on the back, but I just wanted to pull these out and show you what they look like. There are numbers, there's a larger alpha and a mini alpha, some tags and tabs. Again, they all come within this sticker sheet. There's 6 sticker sheets in this one that coordinate with the Hello Gorgeous collection. And then these big flare badges, they are actually fabric and they're really, really gorgeous. They're probably about an inch, and that makes for a nice thick piece. The journaling cards, there's 24 patterns, and they are double-sided, and the corners are already rounded. They also have this cute little die-cut card. The fun thing about this collection is many of the pieces have glitter finishes, but you can use either the glitter side or the plain side. Lots of different uses for this. And they do have a few with some die-cut pieces that can come out and punch out. So over 24 different journaling cards and pieces. The 6x6 paper pad also, I noticed, has glitter finish in it, which is unusual for a 6x6 paper pad. So this is kind of a more upscale one. And the patterns in the collection are scaled down, and you get multiples of each paper. So you can do card making, or you can do scrapbooking with these paper pad pieces. These are the wood veneer pieces. There's 4 tags, a banner, and then 4 circular pieces. And wood veneer you can actually stain with ink or you can paint. So that makes it a little bit more loose in what you can do. You can do a lot of different things with it. This makes it a little bit more versatile, so you can do a lot of different things with it. Now with many of their collections, they do ready-to-frame art prints, and these will fit in 8x10 frames or frames that hold 8x10 photos. So if you're looking to do a photo wall, you can get all these different prints, and they are single-sided. They're great for gifts as well as hanging them on a wall. Look how cute that would look as a wall gallery. So again, these are 8x10. You could also incorporate them into a scrapbook page, honestly, if you wanted to. Then here is the paper from this kit. And there are glitter finishes on some of the papers. I love this house plan one. I'm redoing my house, so that's beautiful. This is kind of a feminine collection. Lots of pinks, but also some teals and greens if you wanted to use some of the papers to do a boy page. Love that little floral print. And this one is a glitter dot. So it has a little bit of a glitter finish to it. And then these are the chipboard stickers, and there are nice large pieces so that you can do some additional layering. So if you layered both the ephemera pieces as well as the sticker sheets, it makes for a great page. So let's go ahead and get started with our project today. So to start the layout, I'm going to add a strip of the striped pattern paper to the bottom of this leaf pattern paper. It is the one that has the large floral on the other side, and I'm just using some dot runner adhesive to attach about a 3/4 inch strip right at the bottom edge of the 12 by 12 piece of paper. Then I'm going to do some layering with some of the papers from the 6 by 6 paper pad. And they do have glitter on the back, so depending on your adhesive, sometimes I've noticed things with adhesive, or rather glitter on it, don't stick quite as well. So you might need to test your adhesive a little bit. I use 6 by 6 patterns for creating layers because it just is a quick and easy way to add some texture and layering to your page. I do want this yellow paper to run along the edge, or rather have a perpendicular edge with the side of my page. And then I'm going to take just a white doily. It's probably about a 4-inch doily. And I just keep these in my craft supplies, especially for girl pages or more feminine pages. I like to add a little bit of texture there. And then we're going to take some of the pieces from the bingo cards from the ephemera, and this writing note card is from the journaling cards. And we're going to do some layering with these two pieces. And I'm not going to push it down because I want to make sure I like the placement, but I do like letting the pieces do the work for me. Lift up that paper just a smidge. And I want to be able to read the card that says bingo. So we'll move it around until I get the placement how I want. Then at the very top of the page here, I'm going to add some of the large chipboard pieces, and these are sticky on the back. I tend to try and pull them off the sticker sheet with the backing intact, so I can kind of look and see what it will look like on the page. However, if you take the sticky part off, you may find that the chipboard loses its stickiness. So sometimes I'll just add a little bit more adhesive. And I really loved that piece, just how it creates just some bold pattern at the top. And I'm actually going to scooch this down just a little bit to give me a little bit more room here at the top for some layering. So again, chipboard sticker right at the top there. We're going to layer some more chipboard pieces. I'm going to add a ephemera doily. This is one of the things from the die cut pack. That just creates some layering up here. And I thought these glasses were super cute, so we're going to add the glasses. Again, they are sticky on the back. Sometimes when you're peeling off the back, you need to be careful that you don't remove the first layer of chipboard. Now when I'm layering this, I'm trying to get that eyeglass in the center almost of that doily. And then when you have another piece that you're adding, you can place it a little bit higher by using some adhesive pop dots. I'll just place these right behind the sticker, and this just gives it a little bit more presence. I don't fill the whole sticker, I just do enough pop dots to kind of help it float on the page a little bit. This also helps for things that are a little bit thicker. So that just sticks up a little bit higher on our page. Now the photo I'm going to use is a Mother's Day photo, and I've cropped it. It was a 4x6 vertical, and using my photo editing software, I did crop it to a 4x6 horizontal photo because I felt like that fit the 6x6 paper a little bit better. Then for the bottom here, we're going to add a few title pieces. I'm looking at this, changed my mind again, and I'm going to bring that doily up just below the photo. So I do change my mind. I do use a permanent adhesive, but I may move things around a little bit right at the beginning, and that seems to be fine. Place that sticker along the bottom of the photo. Now I never ever place a sticker on top of a unique photo, and I have many copies of this photo because it's a digital print, so I can print a lot of these. However, if this was an heirloom photo, I would never ever put a sticker on top of a photo like this. And we're going to use a sticker from the chipboard stickers that says girly. And I don't want it to cover my daughter's face, so I'll move it down a little bit, but I do want it to fill up some of that doily space. Now we're going to add a brad, and these I thought at first were flare badges, but they're actually brads, and so you need some kind of a paper piercer to do that. I have a couple of different things, and I always place a foam thing beneath it to pierce the paper. But you can also, if you wanted to, just lift your paper, make sure you don't poke your finger, and then you can place the brad in the hole that you've poked. I highly recommend, though, using something beneath your paper so you don't, again, hurt yourself or go through your work surface. We're going to create a cluster of different circular items from the ephemera pack, the die cut pack. There are these buttons to which I've added a little bit of twine to make them a little bit more realistic. And then I'll just use a glue dot to place these right onto the page. And then once I get the placement how I want, then I can trim off some of that excess string, and that's just white crochet twine. It's very inexpensive. You can find it at any craft store. We're going to build a little bit more of the page. We're going to add these tabs, and I'm going to show you something that I often do so that I can stretch my supplies a little bit. Now this has a fold in it, and to see the fold, I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to trim it off. And that will allow me to use both pieces whenever I want. So stretch your supplies a little bit. And now you still have another tab that you can use later. We're going to do the same thing with the floral tab. Again, these are both from the die cut pack. So many different shapes to choose from in there. You could use the solid pattern, or you can use the one that has the tabbed words in it. I'm using the tabbed words. Then over here on the left, we're going to add a couple of more die cut pieces. Again, these are from the die cut packaging. And I have a little glitter heart that I want to add to the center of that larger heart, and I'm going to use a pop dot to do that. Again, just adding some layering. Now there are a lot of glitter embellishments that I'm using here, and it does get glitter on everything. So before I place it into my sheet protector, I would suggest kind of brushing off some of that glitter, and then it won't cover up any of your page. Now for the journaling, I took some of those stickers, those label stickers, and I printed the journaling out onto just regular white printer paper. And then I actually placed the stickers right on top. Now, when you remove them, you're gonna have to be really careful that you don't pull too hard. And it probably will remove the stickiness of the sticker. But if you pull gently enough, then you could add adhesive right onto the back of that sticker again. And mine's actually stayed fairly sticky. And I'm going to tuck this one. In fact, I'm going to trim it off a little bit. And this will serve as the journaling for my page. And I didn't add a lot of journaling to this page. But I do want to get my journaling straight. Again, peel off and then add it to your page. So you can see that I've added the two pieces of label that have type on them. You could also write directly onto those stickers with a pen. They have a matte texture, so you don't even need a slick writer. And then to the top of that, I'm going to add a tab sticker. Bring some of the tabs back in on the left side. And then you can add word stickers or writing to that if you so desire. I'm going to add some of the enamel shapes from this Hello Gorgeous collection, just to bring the eye up to the top a little bit. And as I always do, I'm going to add a little cluster here of enamel dots. And then I've taken one of the chipboard stickers that said, "This is my happy," and I trimmed it really close to the words, just so I could add some of the words to those tabbed pieces. So you can see I've just combined a lot of the die cuts, ephemera, pattern paper, and all the things that come in this particular collection to create a layout about Mother's Day and how I feel about my kids. Thank you for joining me for this Just Ask Jen video. Be sure to subscribe to the Scrapbooking Cards Today magazine YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of our tutorial videos. Interested in subscribing to the magazine? Be sure to visit our website.